What's happening, Hoodlum Gang? Welcome back to my channel. This your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big O-N, and I'm back at y'all with another video. Before we get started, go ahead and do me a few favors. Hit that like if you like what you're seeing, or dislike. That comes with the territory. Hit that subscribe if you want to become a part of the Hoodlum Gang. Go on over to IG, follow me at Hoodie from the Hood, and holla at me, you know. As you can see, I'm fresh off of work. Notice it's not my job, so please don't get in my comments like, I know where you work. No, the fuck you don't, punk. That was a little harsh. But y'all can see the title, man. Let's talk about crashing out for a second. Now, if y'all don't know what crashing out is, that's just pretty much like when you just when you trip out, homie, when you spaz out, when you just throw it all away, blackout, not thinking about nothing, homie. And yeah, we know nothing good comes from that when you do stuff like that. But this video was inspired by all the drama that's going on YouTube, and it made me think. You know, usually I don't want to keep talking about the same stuff or putting people on my title to where people feel like I'm just, you know, trying to get views or be controversial, because that ain't even what I'm on. A few people had told me when I made the video about the 50-50 yards that if I would have put C-Mac name in the title, that I would have went viral or something. I don't care about stuff like that, homie. I'm well aware of how the internet works. I could have put the individual's name in this title, but like I said, I don't want my channel revolving around certain people. And yes, I'm going to speak on it, but I'm more so speaking on a certain mentality that gang members and hood individuals have, as opposed to that individual. But I will touch on what he did. And if you don't know by now who I'm talking about Wack 100 going to American Cholo's house. I guess they've been having a little back and forth ever since Wack 100 said what he said about Lupe. Then he brought American Cholo brought Jay Diggs on the show, and Jay Diggs went on the rant, you know, about Wack 100. So, you know, Wack is the type of person, he could dish it out, but he can't take it. So I guess that right there made him just feel like he just had to do something as dumb as what he did, and that's go to the man's house. I don't know if American Cholo was there or not. That's neither here nor there. Some people saying he was there. Some people saying he wasn't. It don't even matter. My thing is more so, I think Wack, regardless of a lot of the shenanigans and the bullshit that he do, he's a smart individual. You don't get as far as you get being dumb. So when he plays like he's dumb or he don't care, like doing stuff like that, you could look at it two ways. You could look at it like this nigga really hasn't grown up since Y8, and I said that before in the video, and he's really still stuck in that mentality. Or you could look at it like he's playing the game. Now, the thing about playing the game, yeah, you might go viral, you might get views, you might become more popular, but you can't control how somebody else responds, because everybody don't want to play the game that you want to play. You know, other people might be serious while you still playing. That's why, you know, sometimes they tell you in the pen for sure not to play fight, but you will see people play fighting, and then you will see somebody get serious and really take off, because you can't control how someone else is going to respond to your playing. You know what I mean? So he went to the man's house. Now, obviously, I don't know Wack, but I will bet you that he's smart enough to watch the house, or even probably send a decoy to the door to knock on that door to make sure nobody's home before he went to the door and did what he did. I don't think that dude is that reckless, homie, going to somebody's house like that. You don't know what he got in there. And even if you got something on you, homie, there's no way you're going to beat that case. There's no way you're going to even be like, come on, bro. They're not even going to throw you a deal. You went to that man's house. Let's say you went to his house with a gun and he opened the door and it went left. and you did what you had to do, which I don't think you was prepared to do any of that, because you holding the phone, and you ringing the doorbell. So if he opened that door with it already drawn because he looked through the peephole, like, what is you gonna do? You ain't gonna have enough time to even, what you gonna do, try to get off? Like, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he sent a decoy, probably even that Beast dude or whoever, to the door, and once they seen nobody was there, then he pulled that little stunt like that. But I just don't believe he's that willing to crash out like that, because you too successful. On top of that, nigga, you been getting into it with people in the streets. If that's how you really thought, you would have been crashed out. You would have been popped up at somebody's door. All these niggas you getting into it with from your hood, you probably know where some of them live. You getting into it with Big U. You say you used to go to his house. You had keys to his house. You used to go there when he wasn't there. You ain't popped up at that nigga house. You ain't showed up at nobody's house but American Cholo's house. Why is that? Why you got so much beef with all these niggas, but you choose to show up at his house? Is because you feel like he ain't gonna do nothing, which you don't know. You don't know that man like that. You don't know what he gonna do, especially when you show up to somebody's house and they back is against the wall and the motherfucker feel like you playing with they manhood. See, one thing you're not supposed to do is play with grown men, homie, because you don't know what extent a grown man will go to prove his point. So showing up at somebody's house like that, recording, even if you was going over there on a little mission like that, because that's the picture he's trying to paint. If you was going over there, because you couldn't have been going over there for a fade. I don't give a fuck. You can't show up to nobody's house and expect that they gonna come out and give you a one-on-one fade, bro. Like, so if you was going over there to get cracking or do anything else, taking your phone with you was a big mistake. And for a nigga who know the law and all this shit, you should know better. That's why I feel like it was shenanigans. But my thing is the people who be pumping him up, like, oh, this nigga Wack crazy. Oh, Wack is a fool. Wack is not crazy. Wack knows what he's doing, homie. There's no way he went over there intentionally trying to have an altercation. He went over there to clout chase and do exactly what he did. Go viral. That's how I feel about the situation. You got to think, the man been out of jail for 20-something years. Ain't been in jail in 20-something years. If he really had this crash out mentality every time he got into it with somebody, he would have been crashed out. We wouldn't have never known who Wack was, because he wouldn't have been out long enough for his name to start ringing bells. His name really been ringing bells. I mean, of course, the music industry probably knew him behind the scenes, but the public didn't know him until he knocked out Stitches. And then he just became more and more controversial as time has went on. But if he really had that type of I don't give a fuck mentality, he would have been washed up. He would have been caught a case. So don't try to convince us in 2023 when you get into this altercation with this guy, with American Cholo, and all of a sudden you don't give a fuck and you'll show up to niggas' houses. Who else house has he showed up to? I guarantee he ain't showed up to nan nigga house that he been beefing with. And that's why I'm saying he's playing a game. I don't think he's necessarily really trying to crash out, but that's a dangerous game. Because let's just say American Cholo or somebody was asleep and they didn't hear the door, and then the second time they heard her. Or what if they was in the bathroom? And then you think, oh, I ain't nobody there because they didn't answer. And then the second time you go to the door, and then now the motherfucker is there at the door with a gun and blow your stupid ass away. All because you mad that Jay Diggs was speaking the truth about you. That's facts. He didn't say nothing wrong about you. You called that man down for a fade. And then when he responded, you got all these fucking excuses in the world. That's why I try not to get caught up in a lot of the shit that he do, and, you know, Charlene White and just certain individuals. This is what they do, homie. And with that being said, there is still repercussions. You know, people be thinking, oh, this is, you know, a lot of you people in the comments, oh, this is what they do. I don't know why you, hey, just because it's what they do don't mean you ain't supposed to address it, that they could just say and do whatever the fuck they want without nobody having no type of response. But let's just talk about crashing out in general. We as street niggas live in an environment where crashing out is sometimes praised to a certain extent, Motherfucker be like, damn, that nigga went crazy. That nigga, he didn't give a fuck. He spazzed out. But at the same time, the majority of people gonna be like, he dumb as fuck. What he do that for? This nigga had all that going on for himself. Not even just him. Motherfuckers act like they don't respect being smart. Like they don't respect thinkers. They respect the dumb shit. This is 2023. I'm gonna say again, homie. You got all this technology, all this shit going on. The days of trying to be like O-Dog and just doing shit and having shootouts in broad daylight, that type of shit. I mean, don't get it twisted. If you run into some shit and it happened, it happened. Protect yourself. Stand your ground, homie. But as far as like seeking that type of shit, homie, man, they got a place for your dumb ass, man. Y'all got to start thinking, homie. Y'all respect the dumb niggas, homie. The dumb niggas who don't care. You need to respect the niggas who got something to lose. Them is the niggas that's going to hurt you. But they're going to do it the right way. We're not going to do this shit where everybody could fucking see and you going to have 50 witnesses at court all saying it was your dumb ass. That's not how you do it, homie. If you're going to do some shit, take your emotions out of it. Think about it. And execute your plan if that's what you want to do. But that right there, what Wack did was an emotional response. And like I said, you got niggas egging him on until he get his head blown off or until he blow somebody's head off and then go to jail. Then everybody gonna be like, Wack 100 is stupid as fuck. Why he do that? He had this going on. He had that going on. He was a millionaire, whatever. He gonna be all kind of dummies. The whole social media is going to react to him getting arrested for that dumbass shit or react to him getting his head blown off. All because you want to paint the illusion that you this fucking tough-ass gangster. You know the nigga think he's Suge Knight. So I don't know what type of business tactics he used to get shit done in them offices. But if he's trying any type of aggressive tactics, and then he's getting into it with people in the streets. Now he got to try to prove to these corporate people so they'll remain scared of him that he'll do shit like this. But nigga, you gonna crash out in the process. Nigga, you goofy as hell. Grown-ass man approaching 50, goofy as hell. And there's a lot of y'all out there just like that with that type of mentality, homie. You can't make a permanent decision for a temporary situation. Now, you got the whole social media riled up because you done showed up at a nigga house. But, like I said, most people like me know that he's playing a game, homie. He's playing a very dangerous game, but it's a game, homie. So, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think he's serious? Y'all think he's pulling stunts like this to go viral? What do y'all think about crashing out? We all got homies who crashed out and they all sitting on that yard and they all wish they would have did it differently. Some people wish they didn't do it at all. They wish they would have just stayed home or they wish they would have left home. And maybe they was at home getting into it with their girl and shit went left and now they in there and they probably like, damn, I should have just left and went for a drive or something, or I should have stopped fucking with that bitch. The penitentiary is full of regrets, homie. And you got a nigga who ain't been there in 20-something years who's successful, itching to get back in there just to prove that he's who he's been telling y'all he is. And if you was who you been telling us you was, you wouldn't have to prove it to us because your homies in the streets would have already validated you. Yeah, every now and then you got a few stragglers that'll validate you. They probably, ran across you back in the days or, here and there, or you probably paid them or, they doing business with you, something. But overall, you're not living like that, bro. Go sit your old ass down somewhere. Fucking oatmeal cookie face ass nigga. SpongeBob parents looking ass nigga. Hamburger helper face ass nigga. Bosco's twin looking ass. All right, let me stop, nigga. That's my video. Hoodie from the hood, a.k.a. your friend from that big old end. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm out.